Welcome back. Bonjour, bonjour. So we get on our mats for PowerFlow where we start to really live. Some people decide to start dying. That's the choice. With PowerFlow, we really start living fully into the body. But as usual, we don't want to forget all the rest. There's more than the body. So we'll start, as usual, getting a bit of a warm up for the wrists. Just a few little things that you can do here. And we'll make sure, as usual, to stay with the breath. So the breath is what is really taking us beyond the physical into the deeper layers of the body, physical and also energetical, linking body and mind. So you can take some wrist rolls just to make sure you get those wrists a little bit warmed up, the blood circulating, warming up the joints, the muscles. One really good way to release the wrists, I must have shown that before, but getting hold of just under your wrist with your index and thumb, and just keep that top hand really nice and loose so that you can shake it and you feel the release in the wrist. Changing side, and we'll start really warming up into the wrist so you can bring your palms or fingers forward first to start, and just charging gently the hands. You want to make sure that your shoulders are right above your wrists, and just go easy on this one, but start to turn the eye of the elbow from inwards forward. So you've got a rotation into the shoulder here that works on the wrists. So forward and then back. We'll do both like this. So just really to get into also a little bit the shoulders. And then you can also turn one hand, and you want to really pull back, feel that stretch on the inside. If you can do both hands at the same time, that's good. Just gently leaning back with your hips, but try to keep your palms in contact with the floor as much as possible. So there's no point going too far. That's a bit of a different exercise. You just want to keep your palms on the floor, so we're really kinking into the wrists, stretching that front here. And we'll move into our all fours. As usual, getting into a few movements, cat and cow, using the breath. So you can already start with the Ujjayi breath. Deep inhale in through the nose, looking up, arching into the spine, out the nose, navel in towards the spine, and you really want to push your hands into the floor, reaching shoulder blades, back of the heart to the sky. Inhale. Couple more like this, really starting to awaken the nervous system into the spine before we get to move a little bit more seriously. Really connecting movement and breath. This is the vinyasa practice, PowerFlow being just a little bit stronger, faster. And then nice and slow, walking your hands forward, making sure you get a good alignment with your hands, tucking your toes under, finding a down dog. Few movements in your down dog, either bending one knee after the other, just walking your dog, or maybe just wagging your tail if you feel you just want to not go so much for a walk, but just, if you're just happy where you are, wag your tail side to side. Feet are hip width distance apart, hands are a little bit wider than shoulder width, so ideally your index finger is parallel to the outside edge of your shoulders, and you try to relax into the shoulders, relax into the neck, looking between your knees, ideally looking towards your navel. And we'll just take a little bit more warm up into the shoulders here. So Finishing your exhale. As you inhale, you're going to come forward over your wrists, shoulders to stack over your wrist into chaturanga. And as you exhale, reach back with your hips back to your down dog. 2 more like this. Nice and easy. Inhale, coming forward, lengthening from your heels to the crown of the head. Exhale, reach your hips back. You lengthen from your index fingers all the way to your hips. Last one. Inhale, coming forward, activating into the core, navel in towards the spine, reach back and up. Bending into the knees, nice and slow. You can walk all the way to the top of the mat. Nice, easy forward fold. And as you inhale, rolling your spine up vertebrae by vertebrae, pressing your feet into the earth, reach up to the sky with your fingers, palms together. And as you exhale, you can lean to the right, little lateral stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, to the left. See if you can keep pressing your palms together. Arms are nice and straight. Inhale, back to center. And as you exhale, folding forward. Fingertips to the floor, bending into the knees as much as you need. Inhaling, flat back, halfway lift. And as you exhale, you fold. Stepping your right leg back, left leg back. We'll take a nice, easy vinyasa for this first one. You can release your knees down, arching into your lower back, bending into your elbows. Chest, forehead to the floor, releasing all the way down. Point your toes. Inhale, use your back muscles. Lift your heart. Keep relaxing into the shoulder blades. Neck is nice and long. And as you exhale, you release. Tuck your toes under. Stretching back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, your down dog. So we're going to start to get a bit more seriously into the core, making sure you're nice and strong on your hands, your feet. The inhale, you stretch your right leg up. See if you can keep your leg parallel to the floor. Hips and shoulders are nice and squared. Toes pointing down, and you keep reaching back with your heel, lengthening from your index. Nice and slow as you exhale. Knee to chest. See if you can stay into your down dog for this first one, activating into the core muscles. As you inhale, you stretch back, reach back with your heel like if you were pushing the back wall away. And as you exhale, knee to chest. Now this time, like we did before, you come forward, shoulder over your wrist. Keep bringing your knee to your chest. And as you inhale, stretch back. Nice and slow as you exhale. This time you can step all the way forward right between your hands. Coming onto your fingertips. See if you can drop your hips, reaching your heart forward. And as you exhale, stepping all the way forward. Forward fold to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. See if you can start to lengthen into the back of the legs. And as you exhale, you fold, melting over your legs, forehead towards your shins. Inhaling, pressing your feet into the earth, rise all the way up, palms together. And we'll take another lateral stretch to the right as you exhale, making sure you keep your arms nice and straight, maybe going a bit further. Inhale. Reach up to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Lengthen into the spine. And as you exhale, you fold. Plant your hands, stepping your left leg back, right leg back. Taking a vinyasa, you can keep bringing your knees down if you feel this is your practice. Otherwise, all in one piece, bending into your elbows. You can come all the way down, releasing your toes. Inhale, lift your heart. If you can go further into full Bhujangasana, pressing your hands, straightening your elbows. Keep relaxing into the shoulder blades so the neck is long, maybe looking up. And as you exhale, mindfully releasing your spine down, tuck your toes, finding your down dog again. Nice, strong into your hands, feet, so that you keep your stability. Keep the breath going, so we start really moving with the breath. As you inhale, left leg up, again parallel to the floor, toes pointing down. Keep dropping your left hip down so your hips are squared. And as you exhale, knee to chest, still into your down dog. Nice and strong on your hands. Inhale, reach back with your heel. Exhale, knee to chest coming forward over your wrists. Inhale, stretch back. And as you exhale, stepping forward, coming onto your fingertips. Again, dropping your hips down, reach your heart forward. Feel that stretch onto your right hip flexor. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, nice and strong. Getting hold of your left wrist. And as you exhale, just very gently, you start pulling onto your wrist so you feel even more stretch onto your left side. Inhaling back to center, you switch wrists. Exhale to the left. So a little bit easier to keep your right arm straight. Inhale back to center. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, fill up the lungs. Nice big breath. Exhale, empty, fold. Walking back or maybe jumping back. We'll take a vinyasa. Slowly you start increasing into our vinyasas as we warm up. Lowering down on the exhale. You might stay off the floor. Finding cobra or up dog. Rolling over your big toes. Use your core muscles as you exhale. Reach back with your hips. Finding this down dog. And here we go. We're going to start to get a bit more seriously into the warm-up. The core, inhaling, stretching your right leg up. As you exhale, like we did before, to the nose, coming forward over your wrists. Inhale, stretch back, reach back. This time to your right elbow as you exhale. Staying there over your wrists. Take an inhale to your nose, and as you exhale to your left elbow. And that's the good one. Inhale, stretch it back. As you exhale, you step forward all the way between your hands, finding a twist. So keep dropping your hips down, keeping your left hand into the floor. Inhaling, right arm up. Find that nice little twist. Stacking your shoulders, lengthening crown of the head forward. As you exhale, you release. Stepping forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, palms together. Like we did before, you can get hold of your left wrist. Now this time bending into your knees. You're going to bring your left foot behind your right leg. Staying onto the outside edge of your left foot. Finding a bit more stretch from your ankle all the way to your wrists as you exhale to the right. Inhaling, center. Switching side. Again, bend your knees. Reaching your leg. Right foot probably outside of the mat. Lateral stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, you release, folding forward. Inhale, separate between all the vertebrae, lengthening. Exhale, soften into your abdomen. Stepping back or jumping back. Chaturanga, lowering on the same exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Look up, relax into the lower back. Exhale, use your core, navel towards the spine, reach back. Other side, as you inhale, left leg back. Exhale to your nose, coming forward. Inhale, reach back, lengthen from your index. Exhale to your left elbow. Staying forward as you inhale to your nose. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, step forward. Inhaling, finding your twist. Reach up, open through the chest. Keep the length from your back heel all the way to the crown of the head, looking up. And as you exhale, you release. Stepping all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, realign the spine. Exhale, soften into the hips, abdomen, forehead towards your shins. Inhaling, rising all the way up. Palms together. And again, you might get hold of your wrist, maybe this time going a bit further. So see if you can reach a little bit further out to the right with your left foot, deepening the side stretch, making sure that your top shoulder is not coming forward. Inhale, center, switching sides. See if you can reach out to the side, so you might need to bend a little bit more into your left leg, feeling that good stretch onto the outside of the lungs. Inhale, center. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, energize into the spine. Exhale, soften, release. Walk back, jump back. Vinyasa. Inhale, look up, broaden into the collarbones. Exhale, stretch back. Nice and strong. And we get going. Inhale, right leg up. Like we did before, the exhale to your nose. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, nose. Exhale to your left elbow, extending your leg out. Again, you bring the outside edge of your foot to the outside. Fallen triangle, dropping your back heel to the floor, reaching your left arm up. Lift your hips. Nice and strong, and as you exhale, you release. Reach your right leg back. Stepping forward, find your twist, maybe a little bit more this time. See if you can lean back a little bit more. Exhale, you release. Stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Palms together. Now see if you can keep your palms together, maybe just arms parallel. And as you exhale, bending into your knees, Utkatasana. We start working a bit more seriously onto those beautiful legs. Making the legs nice and strong, looking beautiful. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Walking back, jumping back, vinyasa, lowering down on the same exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back. Inhaling, left leg up. Exhale to your nose, so you know what's coming. Keep working with the breath. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale to your nose. Exhale to your right elbow, extending your leg out. Dropping your back heel, fallen triangle, reach your right arm up, lift your hips, nice and strong on that left hand, releasing right hand down, inhale, reach back, exhale, step forward, inhale into your twist, maybe a little bit deeper, opening a bit more through the chest, exhale, you release, stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, realign the spine. Exhale, melting over your legs. Bending into your knees, Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. Again, arms are nice and straight. Palms parallel or maybe even touching together. If you can still go further, maybe looking up and you stay breathing here. See if you can drop your hips down a little bit more. Yes, beautiful. Few more breaths. Keep going, keep the smile going. Yes, the legs might be starting to burn a little bit. Don't worry, we're going to move. One more breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold, plant your hands. Walk back, jump back, lowering down. Inhale, taking your vinyasa. Exhale, reach back. Down dog. Taking one deep breath here before we get going. Inhaling, right leg up. Nice and slowly exhale, stepping forward all the way to the top of the mat. Rising up into a high lunge. Nice and strong, so take the time here to set your right foot into the earth. Opening out into Warrior 2. And we're going to flip the palms up. And as you inhale, straightening your legs. Reaching your arms up, turning your right toes in so that you parallel your feet. Open the left leg out, opening into warrior two to the other side. Inhale, reach up, straighten the leg again, parallel your feet. As you exhale, folding forward, see if you can keep your legs nice and straight, hands under your shoulders. Inhale again, lengthen into the spine, crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, you fold. Bringing your hands under your shoulders. Nice and slow as you inhale, come back to center. Bending into your front knee, turn your right toes, walking your hands all the way around. Finding another twist, reaching your right arm up. Wringing the spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Bending into your knees, Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. See if you can sink your hips down, maybe a little bit further this time. Keep relaxing into the shoulders. Palms together, look up, and as you exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa, walking back, jumping back. Whenever you feel this is too much, you can skip a vinyasa straight into your down dog. Inhale, reach back. Left leg. Exhale, step forward. One breath, one movement. Rising up on an inhale. Opening out as you exhale, warrior two. Turn your palms and as you inhale. Turn your left toes, arms up. Opening your warrior two out to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Turning your right toes, exhale, folding forward. Just one breath here, keep smiling, yes. Inhale, coming back, hands under your shoulders, turning your left toes, plant your right hand, reach your left arm up. One deep breath into your twist. And as you exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. And again, Utkatasana, reaching your arms up, bending into your knees. Chair pose. I know we love this one. Good for the legs. Shaping the legs. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Plant your hands. Walk back, jump back. We take a vinyasa. One breath, one movement. Inhaling, right leg up. Now this time you can bend your knees, stack your hips, opening up a little bit more, but keep your shoulders nice and squared. And as you exhale, stepping all the way forward through to between your hands, rising up. Same movement, we're just going to start to add onto it. Opening out, warrior two, so we try to keep one breath, one movement. Straightening arms, legs, we open out to the other side, back of the mat. Now we'll go a little bit deeper. See if you can bring your elbow to your thigh, reaching your right arm up, maybe going further, hand on the floor. And then slowly you can release your right hand down, coming into Prasarita, so turning your left toes, maybe reaching your arms forward. See if you can reach your hips back. Again, lengthening into the spine. Nice and slow. See if you can keep reaching your fingers forward, lengthening into the spine. You're going to slowly start to move your hands out to the right, bending into your right knee, turning your right toes. Maybe keeping your left hand outside of the mat, coming onto the ball of your back foot, reaching your right arm all the way around, up and back, leaning onto your left hand, reach back, opening a bit deeper, and then stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Bending into your knees, Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. Just one breath. We keep going. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, walk back, jump back. Vinyasa, nice and strong, keeping those elbows brushing onto the side of the body. Left leg up as you inhale. Bend your knee, open up into the hips. Keep your shoulders nice and squared, so keep pressing that right hand into the floor. Stepping all the way through. Inhale, rise up. Opening out, warrior two. One breath to extend all the way up to the sky. Opening out to the other side. Finding your side angle, left arm up, maybe hand all the way down to the floor. Releasing your left hand down, finding Prasarita. Straightening the leg, parallel the feet. Again, reaching your fingers forward. See if you can reach your tailbone back so that you can lower your heart even more. And then nice and slow, walking your hands around, turning your left toes, keeping your right hand outside of the mat, opening a little bit more. So we're getting a bit more into the hips here, getting into back bend as well. And then releasing, coming all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Utkatasana, we keep going. We're going to build onto it, adding up onto it. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, big breath. Exhale, you release, walking back, jumping back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Right leg up. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Exhale, stepping forward. Rise up nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale, opening out. Again, straighten. Parallel your feet, open to the outside. Now this time maybe going further, you can bring your right hand into your small back. Now inhaling, coming up, reaching your left arm up, parallel your feet, bending into your left elbow, and now see if you can get into Gomukhasana arms, maybe getting hold of your hands behind your heart. Keep lengthening your left elbow right up. As you exhale, flat back, lowering down. See if you can start reaching your left elbow towards the floor. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhaling, flat back. You can release your arms. Nice and slow, you can turn your right toes out. Again, you're going to find a twist with an arch into the spine. Now we're going to go a little bit further, a little bit of fun. Watch this one. So keep your right knee bent, framing your front foot or bringing your hand slightly forward, and you're going to try to place your left knee outside of your right foot, coming down for a twist. You can sit down, inhaling, left arm up, and as you exhale, find a twist. Inhale, lengthen into the spine, just one breath here. As you exhale, twist to the back. Inhaling, returning to center. Coming back to forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Bending into your knees, Utkatasana, we take the other side. One breath, one movement. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Vinyasa, nice and strong. Try to keep the form into your vinyasa, even if you're getting a little bit tired. We're almost there. Keep going. Left leg up. Bend your knee, nice and strong on your hands. Step forward. Inhale, rise up. Opening out, warrior two. Inhale, parallel your feet, opening out to the back as you exhale. Left arm up. Inhale, releasing your hand into your back. Coming up, right arm up. Parallel your feet. Again, see if you can get into Gomukhasana arms, getting hold of your fingers into the back of your heart. Lengthening, exhale. See if you can fold, working your right elbow towards the floor. Nice and slow. Inhale, lift up. You release, turning your left toes, keeping your right hand outside of the mat. Deepening into that twist, that opening, framing your front foot. Placing your right knee outside of your left foot. Gracefully sitting down. Inhaling, right arm up. Find your twist as you exhale. Take one more inhale, broaden into the collarbones. Keep smiling as you exhale, you twist. Oh, nice, good release in my back. Inhale, coming back. Top of the mat. Lengthening into the spine to realign. Exhale, we fold. Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. We're going to add a little twist to it as you exhale. Prayer position, twisting to the right. Press your palms, just take one breath here. Again, tailbone back, crown of the head forward. Look up. Inhale, arms up. Palms together as you exhale to your heart. Twisting to the left. Take one deep breath to lengthen. Exhale, you release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And we keep going. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Exhale, stretch back. Right leg up. Bend your knees, stack your hips. If you can go further, maybe you can drop your foot right behind you for a little rock star. Right arm up. Use your core coming back, three-legged dog. Stepping all the way through. Rising up. Opening out, warrior two. Now you know what's coming. Keep moving with your breath. Opening to the out, to the back. Finding your side angle. Right hand behind your back. Reaching your left arm up, straightening your leg. Again, Gomukhasana. Folding forward. Now we're going to add a little bit onto it. There's a bit of a fun pose coming up. So pay attention, nice and easy. You release, bending into your front knee. And now you're going to try to keep your back leg straight as much as possible. And you're going to reach your left foot outside to the right as much as possible, like we did before. So you might either stay there with your left hand outside of the mat, and you can reach your right arm forward. Yes, nice big smile, hello. Or if you want to go further, nice and strong onto your right foot. Maybe you can get hold of the outside edge of your left foot with your right hand, and you can sit down almost like we did before, maybe taking the Gyan Mudra if you can take it. Keep smiling, maybe pushing onto your left foot to come up without the help of your hand. You might need the help of your hand, that's okay. And you come back, unwind the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you fold. Bending into your knees, you can maybe separate your feet, getting a little bit of a release, maybe shaking your legs, maybe moving your arms, shoulders side to side before we take the other side. Coming back to center, feet together, bending into your knees. Utkatasana, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, nice and strong energy. Exhale, plant your hands, lowering all the way down on this exhale. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, navel to spine. Last side, inhale, reach up left leg, bend your knee, maybe stepping behind you for a little rock star. Lift your hips out your spine. Use your core to come back to three-legged dog. Stepping forward, rise up, Opening out, warrior two, sinking your hips down, inhale. Lift up to center, exhale, opening out. Finding your side angle, left arm up. Again, hand behind. Inhaling, reach forward and up with your right arm, straightening your leg, Gomukhasana. See if you can really push into the back of your heart. Folding forward, back is nice and flat. Keep extending from your tailbone to your right elbow. Inhale, flat back. You can release your hands again, keeping your right hand outside of the mat. See if you can keep your left leg nice and straight. Sorry, right leg. Stepping outside. Again, easy version, just like a sort of side plank. You can reach your left arm out. If you feel you want to try a bit more, keep bending into your left knee. Keep extending your right leg, lifting your toes, getting hold of the outside edge of your foot. A little bit tricky, this one. See if you can keep your shin or calf off the floor. Arm out. And if you feel strong enough into that leg, you push your left foot into the earth so that you can come up. And then you release. Inhale, lengthen, realign the spine. Exhale, you fold. Bending into your knees. Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. Sinking your hips down. See if you can bring your hips to touch your heels. Little squat, a little bit deeper. Using your hands or keeping your arms straight if you can. Slowly you can sit back very gracefully. It wouldn't be complete with a bit of core work. So Navasana, keeping your legs up. Either getting hold of your knees, keeping the knees bent, or if you can go further, arms straight, extending your legs, making sure you're not collapsing into your lower back, rounding the spine. So you want to keep reaching your heart forward and up. And then Ardha Navasana as you exhale. Inhale, lowering down. And as you exhale, coming up. Inhale, so we take a few like this. Nice and strong, keep extending toes, fingers. Coming back up. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, down. We take two more like this, keep going, very good. Last one. Exhale, lift up. And then as you exhale, you release. Very good. You can bring your feet hip-width distance apart with your heels close to your buttocks. We're going to take a little back bend, pressing your palms alongside your body facing down. Exhaling your breath as you inhale, you lift up. Press your feet into the earth. See if you can start rolling your shoulders under so you release some pressure off the neck. And if you want to go further without moving your feet, you start reaching your hands forward to get hold of your ankles. So you should be feeling a good push into the back of the heart, arching into the spine even more. So keep pushing your hips right up to the sky. Relaxing into the neck, shoulders are under. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. And then nice and slow, releasing your ankles. As you exhale, you roll your spine down. You can bring your feet mat distance apart and just let your knees knock together to the center for a moment. You can bring your arms out to the side, palms facing upwards. So we start unwinding. Very good effort. A bit of a fun move towards the end. Always good. Now we'll get to stretch. So you can separate your knees, just finding a few windshield wipers You can keep your arms in T-shaped position, exhaling your knees out to the left, keeping your feet just about where they are outside of the mat or just edges of the mat. Inhaling to center. Exhale to the right. So pretty much your left knee should be falling to the inside of your right sole. So that way you get internal and external rotation. Inhaling to center. Again, keep your feet mat distance. Exhaling to the left. And we'll hold there for a moment. If you want to go further, you can place your left ankle on top of your right knee. Trying to keep that right shoulder on the floor, so you should be feeling a good stretch onto the whole right side. Here you can turn your head to the right, and with your left foot you want to try to think of slightly pulling forward, not just putting some pressure vertically down, but also almost like if you wanted to lengthen your thigh, so you'll feel more stretch onto your right thigh, top, front of the right hip, and the right rib cage here as you continue extending your right arm out to the side, turning your head, breathing really deeply, feeling the expansion into the right rib cage as you inhale, and as you exhale, really trying to soften onto your right shoulder blade, softening into the pose. You can slowly release your foot from on top. Inhaling to center, we'll take the other side. Moving nice and slow. Exhaling to the right. Again, placing your foot on top, just the ankle. Take a moment, so you'll probably notice your hip starts to lift up. Try to really keep your left side relaxing towards the earth. Getting into a twist. Gently pulling your knee forward. So really trying to feel that lengthening left side, especially on the inhale as you expand. Just let it soften as you exhale. You can already close your eyes. Great effort again today. You might already be going, if you haven't yet, past the physical realm in this pose. Good stretch into the hip side of the body. And keeping your eyes closed very gently, you can start to unwind, release the foot. Inhale to center, readjusting spine, hips. Just taking one last release with happy baby. Try to keep your eyes closed again so that you can really feel into the pose instead of seeing and checking with your eyes. Lifting your feet up, mat distance, and you can get hold either of your big toes with your peace fingers or outside edges of the feet with your hands, and you gently let your hips relax, gently pulling your feet down. So your shins should be vertical as much as possible, so you want to feel as you pull your feet down that your ankles are pushing into your knees through the shins. Nice vertical energy so that your knees are reaching towards your armpits, letting the lower back relax on the floor. So we've done quite a bit with the legs, lower back, so this is a good release for the lower back. See if you can lengthen into the neck, lengthen into the whole spine. So this pose really gets us ready for our Shavasana, trying to keep the shoulders relaxed already. And And when you're ready, you can extend your legs out. Again, feet mat distance apart. Release your arms by your side. Palms gently turning upwards. Letting your toes drop out. Find that comfortable Shavasana for a few minutes or as long as you want. If you prefer to switch everything off and take a long Shavasana, your choice. Otherwise, just a few minutes of bliss. You can take a deep breath where you feel the body lengthening and you relax it completely as you exhale. Yes, beautiful. We got there. Maybe a couple more deep breaths as you wish. Noticing how the exhale helps to really release, relax, to get us ready for this deep relaxation. Most beautiful pose, Shavasana. To let the body recover, the breath come back to normal rate. Letting the mind assimilate the practice, the nervous system, bring body and mind back together. Shavasana, nice deep rest for a few minutes. You might take as long as you want if you feel the call. Again, if you feel the call to stay a little bit longer in your resting pose, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can start to invite the breath back in the body, getting a little movement in your extremities, maybe getting a good stretch with your arms overhead as you inhale, stretching the whole body nice and long, just like when you wake up to a brand new day, for a new beginning. Exhaling, rolling over onto your left side, just letting the body and the mind reunite, taking your time before you inhale, pushing your hands into the floor, coming into comfortable sit with your palms together in front of your heart, sitting nice and tall, feeling the breath for a moment. Maybe you have some intention for the new cycle coming in, some positive outlook that you want to bring into your life. You can continue to practice those as you come daily on your mat. Some people even come a few times on the mat. The more you practice, the more you're going to manifest whatever outcomes, new beginnings you want to see in your life. Keep practicing. As Patabi Joyce says, practice and all comes. Tips of the thumbs to the third eye, and we bow in gratitude to the divine light that surrounds us and resides within each one of us. Hari Om Tat Sat.